The MotoGP paddock has been completely shaken. Ducati team manager Davide Tardozzi has finally made a stunning confession about Marc Marquez that no one saw coming. After working closely with him, Tardozzi revealed surprising facts that he says completely changed the way he views the multiple-time world champion. His remarks immediately sparked heated debate among fans and Ducati's rivals. So what exactly did Davide Tardozzi reveal about Marc Marquez that has the entire MotoGP world talking? Let's discuss. Since officially joining the Ducati Lenovo team, Marc Marquez has done far more than improve performance on the Desmercedesi GP26. His arrival has also had a major impact on the working atmosphere inside the Ducati garage. According to Tardozzi, Marquez has created a positive environment while becoming a figure deeply respected by every member of the team. Tardozzi admitted that before getting to know Marquez personally, he had a very different impression of the 9-time world champion. He expected Marquez to be stubborn and someone who relied solely on his own instincts. However, that perception changed completely after seeing how Marquez works with the team on a daily basis. According to Tardozzi, Marquez is far more mature than the image many people have seen on television over the years. He is incredibly open to feedback and always makes an effort to build strong communication with everyone in the garage. In fact, one of the qualities that has impressed Ducati the most is his willingness to listen. In modern motorcycle racing, very few legendary riders are still willing to accept criticism and advice from the people around them. Yet that has become one of Marquez's greatest strengths. Despite winning 9 world championships and establishing himself as one of the greatest riders in MotoGP history, he still walks into the garage with remarkable humility. Whenever he discusses the bike with engineers and mechanics, Marquez never acts as though he knows everything. Instead, he carefully listens to every opinion, considers different perspectives, and works together with the team to find the best solution before making decisions about the bike's development. That attitude has made communication inside Ducati much more effective. Every crew member feels valued because their opinions are genuinely heard by the team's lead rider. It's no surprise that from his very first day with Ducati, Marquez earned the respect of everyone in the garage. Interestingly, that respect isn't based solely on his status as a 9-time world champion. What has impressed the Ducati crew even more is the way Marquez treats everyone with genuine respect, regardless of their position or level of experience. Beyond discussing Marquez's personality, Tardozzi also reflected on the long and difficult journey the Spanish rider endured before once again becoming a serious MotoGP title contender. A few years ago, Marquez's career reached its lowest point after a series of severe injuries kept him sidelined for an extended period. As his physical condition deteriorated, so did his performances. Many experts even began to question whether Marquez would ever be able to compete at the highest level of MotoGP again. Despite all the doubts surrounding him, Marquez never gave up. He committed himself to a long, painful recovery process that tested both his body and his mental strength. Going through repeated rehabilitation sessions and multiple medical procedures was anything but easy. But for Marquez, giving up was never an option. Tardozzi believes those difficult experiences ultimately shaped a new version of Marc Marquez. Today, he is far more patient, calmer when making decisions, yet still driven by the same relentless desire to win races. That combination of experience, maturity, and a champion's mentality has convinced Ducati that Marquez has become an even more dangerous rider than ever before. His speed is still there, but it is now matched by a much greater ability to read race situations and make smarter decisions. Another aspect that particularly impressed Tardozzi was the strong relationship between Marc Marquez and Ducati course general manager Gigi Dall'Igna. According to him, the two developed exceptional chemistry from the very beginning of their partnership. It was as if they spoke the same language whenever discussing the bike's characteristics, technical development direction, or Ducati's long-term goals. Whenever Marquez provided feedback on the Desmercedesi's performance, Gigi Dall'Igna was able to understand exactly what his rider needed in remarkable detail. At the same time, Marquez showed complete confidence in the technical decisions made by the legendary engineer. This level of mutual trust is considered extremely rare in modern MotoGP. Not every rider is able to build such a close connection with their team's technical leader. Yet the partnership between Marquez and Davide has only grown stronger with every race weekend. Despite all the praise he gave Marquez, Tardozzi emphasised that Ducati has no intention of becoming complacent. He knows the 2026 MotoGP Championship is becoming more competitive than ever. Aprilia continues to make remarkable progress. KTM is becoming increasingly competitive, while several other manufacturers are working relentlessly to close the gap. That is why Ducati must continue innovating if it wants to maintain its position as one of the strongest bikes on the grid. However, amid this increasingly fierce competition, there is one factor that gives Tardozzi tremendous confidence for the remainder of the season: Marc Marquez's mentality. According to him, Marquez's hunger to win has never faded. Even after winning countless races and securing 9 world championships, he still arrives at the garage every race weekend with the same determination as a young rider chasing his very first Grand Prix victory. That mentality is exactly why Ducati believes the MotoGP world may not have seen the very best version of Marc Marquez yet. If his physical condition continues to improve and his relationship with Ducati becomes even stronger, this partnership could go on to create one of the most successful eras in modern MotoGP history. Meanwhile, the battle for the 2026 MotoGP World Championship has become even more intense. Interestingly, one of the most surprising admissions came from Ducati's biggest rival. Aprilia Racing CEO Massimo Rivola openly named Marc Marquez as the leading favourite to win the 2026 MotoGP World Championship. The statement came as a surprise because Aprilia still leads the championship standings through Jorge Martin. Nevertheless, Rivola chose to remain objective after witnessing Marquez's incredible resurgence over the past several rounds. According to Rivola, Marquez's recent performances have completely reshaped the championship battle this season. Just a few months ago, many believed Marquez's title hopes were fading due to various setbacks and the lingering effects of his injuries. Now, the situation has changed dramatically. After overcoming that difficult period, the Ducati Lenovo team rider has staged an impressive comeback. A string of outstanding results, including 3 consecutive Grand Prix victories, has firmly placed him back in the fight for the world title. What once seemed like an impossible points deficit has now been significantly reduced. That is precisely why Rivola considers Marquez the strongest contender for this year's championship. Even so, the Aprilia boss made it clear that his team has no intention of giving up. In fact, he believes the championship battle will continue all the way to the final round of the 2026 season. Now, MotoGP fans are all asking the same big question. Can Marc Marquez complete his remarkable comeback by reclaiming the MotoGP World Championship with Ducati? Or will Jorge Martin and Aprilia hold on to their advantage all the way to the final race of the 2026 season? Share your thoughts in the comments below.